I'm sure by now you lovely folks know that we have a Patreon, but did you know that we have hundreds of hours of content over there, including a brand new campaign starring Group 1? We actually have 3 new campaigns over there, including a horror campaign set in a Therian prison and the reboot of Stars Without Number. Not to mention Good Morning Theria, behind-the-scenes content for almost every episode, and every single episode of the show that we put out now is ad-free over on our Patreon, starting at just $1. And of course, that's not even mentioning our monthly Patreon games. Each month we play a game set in an ongoing campaign for you and a few others, so that you can blaze a trail and make a legend in a version of Theria that is just for you. A lot of the time they're full, but if you look, there might be a spot open, and I would snatch that up right away. It helps us make ends meet and pay bills, so we can concentrate more on what we love and make more stuff that you love. Swing on by patreon.com/DANDR right now and help support the show. Trust us when I say every little bit counts, and we're always open to suggestions on new stuff to put up there. Without further ado, let's get on to today's episode. Let's do that thing where we go around the table and introduce ourselves. I'm Jason. I'm the Dungeon Master going around the table, starting with Brianna.
Hi there, I'm Brianna Marie, and I play Runes, the monk barbarian Théoden.
And Susan.
I am Susan Spinator. I'll be playing Tamika Fildahan, the shifter sorcerer.
And Jasper.
Hello, I am Jasper. I play Petrichor Mulch, the Vanali druid.
And Alexander!
Hi, I'm Alex. I play Kanan, the human warlock.
I'm so pumped. Okay, now we're in it. Now the tutorial has ended. We can just like, okay, now the game's auto-saving. Like, you don't even have to worry about it. Like,
no, there's no autosave. This is hardcore mode.
Yeah, this is like XCOM. Like, we're gonna delete your save file. When
Can I reset to easy mode? Can I?
No.
Can I?
No. There's a big pop-up that says you cannot, like once you start,
Okay, I'm gonna
once
go
you
back
pop,
to a
fun don't
later
stop.
save.
So
I'm gonna go back to an earlier save.
I'm gonna trade the game in for Animal Crossing.
that is an option. Oh my god. So obviously last time we played, there was a room full of blind something or others, things that used to be people. But it was made pretty clear that vampires aren't the only thing you have to deal with. Also, there is no easy way to get back to where you came from. So now you're kind of in it to win it, as I put it before we started. You managed to get into a door that skirted along the wall in that pitch black darkness, and you shut it behind you, and there was it looked like some sort of old storage room or something like that, maybe like a pantry or something like that, but there was a hole in the floor with light coming out of it. And if I am to understand, jumping down this hole was the next idea, unless you guys want to scope out the hole.
I mean, that's a good question. But go ahead.
Yeah.
So okay, let's do this. Let's. So okay, if we're picking up, if we're doing the old 24 thing of like picking up exactly where we left off, boom, this door closes. You hear dot 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 dot. Like the things are this is a big heavy metal door, but nothing lasts forever, and these things don't appear to be stopping. So there is light in this room, which is coming from below. What's everyone thinking here? Because this is just a second after all that happened. Kenan almost died. Like there was a lot going on here. So
this is true, Senator. This is true.
There was a giant spider. So Petrichor's de-spider-fied now, right?
No.
Oh, good. Okay, good.
I got 3 hours. So Petrichor, that door slams, and Petrichor is going to go, and he's going to kind of halfway on the door, halfway on the wall. Basically, he's kind of showing like, I'm not actually holding it, but I'm trying to like the equivalent of like putting your hands against the door. Like, I got this.
To be honest, I feel like I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I feel like if I'm being realistic, and there's only one way out of this room, and it's not the door we came in from, I don't see how our initial instinct isn't to just go through it, the light, especially if there's light coming out of it. That's just my 2 cents. Kenan himself would have probably instinctively, after he gets rushed into the room, keep moving. He would try to keep moving, but I don't know what the rest of us are doing.
I feel like Tamika's instinct would almost become on invisible, but she wouldn't, because she knows that her magic, she could feel how much magic she has left. It's almost like a mana gauge for her. So she wouldn't, but also like she would want her friends to know that she's here. And that was a very scary situation. And her closest friend is Runes. So she would run up to him to let him know that she's there. Because she know he can't see her. So she would just like bear hug him, but it'd be like around his like lower waist, like and then like grab whoever's closest and be like, I'm here. Because that was a very terrifying situation. Just letting they can't see her, so just I'm here. I am here.
If Tamika would let him, Runes would probably pick her up.
Yeah.
Like big hug, and then maybe even like not let go, because like oh no, you're sticking here now for a while, because he doesn't like that you guys were separated.
Yeah, like she wouldn't turn visible because this is very scary and invisible's more secure, but also friends are very secure. Like, so.
Terry's going to be holding this doorknob and pulling back, by the way, just to, like, he's obviously, like, panicking with everybody else. It's like, do you think these things can open doors?
Are they bang? Is it?
Oh yeah, it is a lot. Like it's just it sounds like they're just like pounding and clawing at the door. There's nothing like
a soccer stadium. Like
yeah.
Oh
Yeah, the little
Manchester
stompies.
United fans. Oi!
So when it comes to the light shining through the store, the typical thing that you check for first.
It's like a hole.
Kind of swing that microphone around so that like
Hearish?
no, make it point you. Like it's like
Hearish.
there you go.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
cool.
where the
Hi.
mic is.
Hi, guys. When looking at the door with the light,
hole.
are there any moving shadows?
Hole.
It's a
Yeah.
hole.
Like
Oh, yeah.
it's just a hole. When you say shadows, do you mean like moving shadows or just like any stationary like?
Any moving shadows?
It doesn't look to be. It doesn't look like there's any moving shadows or anything. That you will hear the faint clinkle clangle, something like chains. But like it's only every once in a while. Like maybe there's some slack and then it's tightening, or like maybe maybe a breeze, something like that. But other than that, it's kind of a warm amber glow coming from below.
And is that like a steady glow or like a candle glow?
It's steady, but definitely fire. Like definitely like torch, like big braziers lit or something like that. That kind of lighting.
Okay.
Petrichor is going to down and to that hole,
Sure.
and then if you can imagine spider, big, large dog-shaped or sized wolf spider, and then turn towards everyone, and then he's just going to lift up two spider hands. I don't know, what do you call them? Legs.
Legs. I think it's legs.
Yeah, kind of like just lift them up. So there's intention here, right? It's like I'm sending a message of some sort because I can't talk, and he's gonna and lift up his hands and right, and then he's going to start to go into the hole, and then come back out, and then turn back around.
I just have a very quick question. Is this just like a straight down hole? Is it a slope or is
That's
it
how I imagined it.
just a drop?
It's a straight down hole
Through the floor.
It is just a it is a drop.
Oh, I got you
How
guys.
wide?
Don't even worry.
How wide? How wide?
I'd say like let's say 5 feet by 5 feet, something like that. Yeah.
So he's trying to send the message like, hang on. I'll scout this out, because
Sure.
that's easy. That's onto the ceiling, right?
Sure.
Tamika's very used to nonverbal cues, so Tamika would probably pick that up.
Oh, good.
Kenan wouldn't know what the hell's going on. He'd just be like catching his breath.
Tamika's invisible,
Fucking
so
spider.
she would probably pat on runes because she's just probably holding onto runes at this point. But just he wants us to Petrichor wants us to wait here as he goes down to explore. He's, spiders probably nothing would go after him right now.
Petrichor will skitter in a circle.
Like
Ah!
Kenan looks at the door and hears the pounding and the essentially the moaning and gasping for whatever's out there, and look at Terry, then back to the group. Okay, well, Petrichor needs to hurry.
Yeah. So right, immediately in, and then
Oh.
onto the ceiling. Go ahead.
as soon as you disappear. Oh, and I think I haven't tested this one, but I think I could get us down there without hurting ourselves. Like, I think I could do something. I haven't tested it, but I'm pretty 90% sure. So
It's better than 100% sure about that. And then
Yeah, at this point, it's like Terry's like, yeah. Like whatever gets you guys out of that room is what he's on board with. It's like 90's pretty high, sure.
very high.
also invisible. Probably like crawled up onto Runes' shoulders. Runes knows she's there, but
Yeah.
no one else knows. They just hear a like disembodied voice.
So
Spider.
okay, Petrichor.
Mm.
Petrichor's going to climb into this this room here, and it's probably about 15 feet from the ceiling where Petrichor is now to the floor, and it's a really large chamber room, and it's linked with like big open doorways. Like this looks like it was built under the castle. Like this doesn't match the interior of the castle that you've seen so far. Like this is like some old, almost church-like. It's almost kind of worshipy. Like it's got a vibe to it, and there is a low hum you'll hear after you get in here, kind of almost. You remember the first Halo? You remember like LAN parties with your friends late at night? Oh, it's almost that. It's almost that. So there's going to be this really big chain that it's running through the room and down the hallway through a bunch of chambers like this. Like if you're kind of checking it out, you can see, and like every once in a while this chain will jerk and it appears to go straight through the wall to something, but like you're gonna like see it go slack every once in a while, then just and like grind that way, like something is happening. But if you look through the wall, there's this giant spool basically of chain, and with no one there, it's being cranked every once in a while, and it is, it's kind of like pulling straight through. So whatever's at the other end of this chain is through a bunch of rooms just like this. And that humming is going to stop for just a second. And you're going to hear this whirring sound, kind of a, and it's going to kind of get louder, and you can kind of feel like you're mostly hairs. So like all the little hairs on your legs are going to kind of like stand up for just a second. And then almost like a thunderclap is going to come through here. And you are going to forcefully transfer back to Petrichor.
Whoa.
And fall.
Oh no.
Now, this is going to hurt, but not a lot. It's obviously, I gotta give you, let's say a D6.
Yeah,
Sure.
I think it's 1d6 for every
1d6 for every 10 feet. And then, someone was kind enough to show me that there's a multitude of rules for different, because physicists got involved, I guess. And I love seeing, it's like, well, actually, there's someone, oh man, they gave me terminal velocity basically for like, after that, it's like, it's so cool.
Oh, wow. So someone's flying too fast or moving too fast.
So, yeah.
Interesting.
So anyway, let's just give you a D6 of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
Okay with that.
4 damage.
That's great. That's understandable. I mean, it's pretty jarring and probably not expected. So it's not like I can try to land on my feet. It's just like, fuck, boom, done.
And I don't imagine it's going to be like flat on your back or something. It's because spider. So
Okay.
you're gonna hit, and just like as you're like get your shit together, that chain just like every once in a while just like clink, clink. Like it's like an extra slow version of a roller coaster being ratcheted up a track, that type of thing.
Petrichor's going to, as soon as he lands, he's going to instinctively kind of back up into like a defensive stance, like to go to a wall, right? Just like maybe there's something that he hasn't seen yet. Is there anything else in this room that feels danger, feels like something could attack, or is it just otherwise empty, other than this chain sort of moving out to another place?
It's empty. Other than that, it looks long since abandoned, like disused, pretty beat up.
All right.
Dog's going to be very upset, by the way, because it was a loud noise, and dog doesn't really like booms.
That's precisely what Petrichor is going to do next. Is actually, once he gets his bearings, it's probably going to take a beat. Like, what the fuck is that? I don't know. There's nothing else in here. There's no other place to go. At least we know that step 2 is empty. And he's going to go under the hole. And he's going to say, all right, send dog down. And he's going to open up his arms.
Before dog probably hears you calling, and then dog's gonna run. Before she even makes it, Tamika's gonna cast Featherfall on everyone above here.
Okay.
So dog's probably gonna like lightly fall into your arms.
So dog definitely wants to get down to Petrichor, but at the same time, it's a 15-foot drop. Yeah, and dog's not an idiot.
It's the dog I want to do it.
Yeah. So
yeah, like have you ever seen a dog jump into the water?
Yeah, that's it. It's like yes, no, fine, no, fuck, yes, and then it's sort of like this.
Yeah, dog may require a push or like something like that, but then as dog's falling, it's gonna kind of do the like the little swimming motion.
Yep.
And then like fall right into Petrichor's arms.
Good girl. Good girl. He's gonna put her right down.
It's because no one else probably knows what's happening. Tamika on Runes' shoulders is gonna go, Runes, you jump next because you'll fall slow, I promise.
Okay. Runes will like literally just step off like Wile E. Coyote. Like just okay.
With a sign.
Yeah.
And then you'll really just like float down super slow, like wee.
Terry will definitely jump in. By the way, this sets a dangerous precedent for dog because
I know.
Like I don't. Here's the thing. You're not getting a daredevil.
One-time thing.
Yeah. You're not getting a daredevil. I don't think you're going to erase thousands of years of don't jump off of high things.
Yeah.
But it is like there's some bad math in there where it's like
confidence.
Why
though? Hurt?
Yeah. Like heights and you guys have been associated before, so like I just so everyone's going to jump into this hole. And
Ravens go down the hole.
You can. This place has got kind of a marble floor type of thing, so you can hear your footsteps. Kind of a deep thud because you guys are wearing boots and stuff like that. But like if you're wearing dress shoes, whew, like it's just clap, clap, the entire way. And speaking of which, you're going to hear footsteps that aren't yours. And
I don't like that.
A lot of them, actually. It sounds like not rushing or anything like that, but definitely like they're moving with purpose, and you can hear them. It's kind of tough. Give me a perception check. Ooh, oh shit. Okay,
Oops.
well. Oh god. Okay. Wow, that was all or nothing. So
Hey, Kanan, high five.
Yeah, high five.
So Petrichor and Runes are going to crit with a 23 and 24 respectively, and then Kanan and Tamika are going to roll a 6 and a 2. So contributing.
I'm invisible. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, you're fine. So
Yeah. Oh, it's like what people say when you're invisible, the light can't refract off the back of your eyes like it's supposed to, so you can't see shit.
Yeah.
Like that's people who want to ruin invisibility.
Yeah. It's definitely like you can hear footsteps, but it's kind of hard to tell where they're coming from. But if you listen, you can hear the sound changing. So it's from a hallway just outside the door.
So Petrichor and Runes are going to hear this in particular. Petrichor's would it be possible for us to get up next to the wall next to the door so we couldn't be seen? Petrichor's going to be like, hey, wait, come. And he's going to pull everybody, just go, follow me. And he's going to get up to basically, waiting for that door for people to either walk by that door or to walk in and for them to have some sort of advantage in some way. But he's going to get his chakram off of his belt at this point and just kind of like ready to slash if he needs to.
Runes will follow suit and take out his bow staff. Tamika's still on his shoulders, by the way.
Yeah, you don't know what she's doing. Still invisible.
Could be anything.
Yeah,
Making a
right.
sandwich. Just
Yeah.
Freestyle rapping, but under her breath. Like
She's just eating.
That would be a
sandwich.
terrible time for that. So
literally just like Frank Reynolds eating the hot dog in the Wawa is being robbed from It's Always Sunny.
these footsteps are going to get closer and closer, and you can hear that it sounds like people are speaking. Like it's kind of like low, whispered, but it sounds like casual conversation back and forth. But it's kind of a like that type of thing. And you're gonna hear them turn and start heading away from you. Like you're gonna hear those footsteps get lighter.
Okay.
all right. So I assume we think they're speaking common.
Mm-hmm.
Could I roll an investigation check to see if I get anything else from their voices, like gender or species, perhaps, or anything like that?
I would. Who's trained in perception? Okay.
Not I.
Wait, just me?
Yeah.
Oh man. It ain't Terry. So give me a perception.
Okay. Oh, 8.
Oh shit.
Where's
So-
the shot?
Again, it's it's a little difficult because one, the acoustics are so screwed up. You guys are in one of these big antechambers, and they're in a hallway out there, and with all the marble and like open spaces, it's kind of difficult. There's a Doppler effect to it, right? So you can definitely tell a few things. One, this sounded like these sounded like two female voices. The footsteps sounded like more than two people, though.
Oh god.
And this sounded like casual conversation, two people having a friendly chat almost. And that's about all you're going to pick up with an 8, sadly.
Lame.
Petrichor's gonna just whisper as things are trailing away, right? Doesn't sound like we've got any rabid vampires in here right this second. I think we're dealing with something else. I mean, don't get me wrong, they may be vampires. I ain't saying that. I'm just saying they ain't out for blood. They just sound like they want to chat.
Kanan's gonna look at this chain and how it keeps going taut or like semi-taut and then yanks back, and it's gonna bother him a lot. He's gonna keep staring at it, and then I imagine, correct me if I'm wrong, but there's a series of rooms that it goes down, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the only opening to those other rooms would be the space given to the chain. So I'm imagining some kind of like less than 5 foot hallway that's got side around the chain itself. That's not floating in midair, but essentially is taut in midair, right?
So this is above the door. So there's traditional doorways and stuff, and then there's like little, so this big ass chain runs through, and it looks like this was built for that. Like almost ductwork for the chain itself.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so that's above the door. What about the other opposite direction, where it's going in the other direction?
So there's one more of those like 5x5 porthole things, and if you look into the other side of that, it's just this spool, but there's a big fucking door blocking that off from you just walking in there.
He's gonna wander towards that door where the spool is. I'm not gonna touch the door, obviously, but he's just like looking at it, and then he's gonna look at the porthole, and he's just very fixated by this chain. Like this is very unsettling, because none of the vampires mentioned anything about, or what's his name, Dexter? Yeah, Dexter didn't mention anything about this, so this is beyond his knowledge, or something he neglected to inform us for a specific reason. So either way, this thing doesn't spell good news for anybody. So he's gonna keep staring at it, and eventually turn around and look to the group. Okay, I don't know what's next, but it's definitely not staying in these chambers. If those people want to talk, if they are the talking type of vampire, I think we might be in a place where they don't want non-vampires. So we might have essentially blown negotiations by being here in this spot.
And Tamika also, who didn't pass that perception check, so just equating to probably just seeing the only thing in the room, which is this chain just constantly spooling through. She's probably also looking up at it. Again, disembodied voice. No one sees her. Runes is the only one that feels her presence. She's gonna speak out and looking up at this chain, but no one will see that. Do you think we should possibly, I don't know, break it? It doesn't seem good. It just doesn't seem like a positive thing to me.
Terry would ask, how? It's huge.
Yeah, Kanan jumps in. Normally, I would agree as well, but yeah, this is massive, and
Acid?
I don't want it to be massive, not acid. Sorry, massive.
I'm just saying acid. Like I got some acid. Like,
like I mentioned before, I feel like if they catch us in here, negotiations are over, and if we destroy something and then we show up and say, "Hey, we're here to negotiate," might spell double trouble. But with a lot of assumptions we're working with here, one of them being that we're going to get out of here.
I'll be honest with you. So far, the whole time we've been in this particular town, there's already at least one person I want to make sure is free. I don't know what's on the other side of this chain, but you know what? 50-50 chance I want them to be free too. At the same time, something that's on these big chains, probably much bigger than the chain. So I don't know if it's a good idea. But I think I agree with our boss here. we already kind of screwed up our negotiations. Maybe we can find our way out and back into it if we just say, listen, we just kind of got caught. We're trying to find this, what's his name again? Ripley?
Ripley. Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Thank you.
8 more
Sugar
vampires
Baby.
just jumped into this
Yeah.
one.
No. Everywhere.
The chain snaps.
Yeah. Sentient and kills everyone. The end. But yeah, so Kanan's going to pose the question then. Okay, what's the best way out of here?
Do we have the Tears of the Kingdom going through Solid Rock up? Sorry.
That's like, what's it called? Ascent or whatever?
Yeah, that's just for Alex and I. Sorry.
I've seen it. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay.
I watched Sam play.
That's one of the best. It's one of the most useful ones.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
It's also one of the ones that make the least amount of sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Exactly.
why don't we follow the people that were going that way and just see where they were headed? I mean, we're not right behind them, so we might get lost and who knows, but I mean, if they're headed to a place, they're headed to a place, and I don't know, any place they're going is probably better than this one.
Kanan's going to look to, I guess, runes, and because he would just assume this from runes based off the fact that runes doesn't have the ability of speech. Runes is just naturally perceptive. Also, probably based off of like their training and stuff and their background, because they are the most martially trained, I think, out of all of us, right? So they have to have some sense of like quick reflexes, or some ability, something that allows them to be better at that. He's going to look at runes and say, I'm going to hold up a hand and you tell me how many people you heard walking outside. And then, of course, he's still also opening up to Petrichor as well. But like, he'll be like, I don't know. He'll start with like 3.
He'll
More
point
or less. More. And he'll look to Petrichor. How many voices did you hear out there?
Boss, I heard a couple, but I don't know if that was 2 or 10. I really don't know.
So it could be a group.
Runes is going to hold up 2 fingers and then make a little yappy mouth with his hands. Like 2, yap, yap. 3, point up, walk, walk. And then he's going to, like, one hand flat, the other hand doing legs.
So yeah, that's going to really freak him out. Because Kanan's like, that doesn't make any sense, but...
And then Tamika...
Go
I
ahead.
was just going to say, Tamika's just going to pipe up real quick. I didn't hear shit.
Not knowing
Okay,
where
go
she
ahead.
is, he's going to be like, yeah, me neither. He'll look to Petrichor. Vampires don't have an ability to make themselves sound like there's more of them. Is that something they do?
I don't know what vampires can do or not do, but I can tell you, if they didn't know we were here, then why would they be doing that?
True.
I feel like for the moment we've got advantage of they don't know we're here. Some people do. He's going to point back up to the hole.
Oh yeah,
Some
then
people-
Kanan will...
Yeah,
Yeah, go
some
ahead. Sorry,
people don't. I think we've got a moment. Listen, the truth of the matter is we're all probably going to die down here. So let's just get that out of the way. But you know what we can do? If we don't die, then the only thing we can do right now is just head out, find out where we can go there, plead our case, and see what we can do to get out of here.
Yeah.
Honestly, anything else is just going to be getting us into hot water.
Okay. He'll look to Terry after that whole speech, like how it's just like, yeah, we might die down here. Like the acceptance that washes over the group, and then he looks to Terry. You ready to move?
I'm a little stuck on the plan. I kind of thought that there was one, and now it just sounds like you guys are ready to die. Don't you have, like, I don't know, crosses? Something? Like, didn't you come in here with...
Runes is going to hold the box up.
We have a way out.
And I'm not ready to die, Terry. So that's not going to happen.
Yeah, don't misunderstand our acceptance of the situation for pacifism or lying down. It's just, let this be another adventure lesson for you. Sometimes you're going to be in deep shit. And the best way to get through deep shit is to just keep swimming. I'm sure Petrichor has something from the woods, a tale from the forest that coincides with being neck deep in feces. This would probably be the equivalent of that in real life, Parabellum, if you will. And now he's just gonna be throwing random words out just because like he wants to hurry up.
Ipso facto.
Yeah.
Listen, in the Silver Glade, we say that we're probably going to die, and I don't know if we're going to die, but we probably are. Let's get moving.
I guess the goal is to find another quiet space, take stock of where we're at, and kind of analyze the layout, I guess.
Okay, hold on. That wasn't even a folksy saying. That was just, we're gonna die. He didn't even coat that in some old-timey woodsy wisdom that, like, he's not even trying anymore. Like, that's...
While still looking at the door, Kanan just puts his hand back with the finger, shh, and puts it over where he assumes Terry's face is.
So, like, you probably get, like, somewhere in here, like, missing his cheek.
And just for flavor of all of this isn't like we all sort of crowded around Terry and we're listening to Terry. It's like Petrichor's like, kind of like looking through the door, looking to see everybody else's comments. Like, no, we're probably going to die. Hang on.
So, who wants to...
We're long past the point of, like, let's talk this out. Like,
I think it should be Runes. I think Runes should be our scout for when to go.
And then I'm on his shoulders.
And Tamika's on Rune's shoulder. And then Petrichor and Terry are at the back, whichever order Petrichor wants.
Petrichor take the back.
Okay. So me and
Is
me and
it
Terry in the middle.
dark?
It's very well lit.
Okay.
I have dark vision. I'm good.
Yeah, like I have dark vision too, so.
I'm blessed by my celestial patron. The cost of Soul 99. You too can get dark vision.
Soul 99. Call this number for the low cost.
Soul 99.
All right. So, like, another perception? Like...
Are you peeking out?
Yeah.
Well, you're not going
But
to see anything.
Oh.
What?
Like
So,
anything?
like, it's...
darkness?
Well, no. I mean, those people have walked down. Like, okay, if you were to peek out at some point during this conversation, picture this place. It's almost a liminal space, like one of those where it's just it seems to go on forever. Like it's just room after room, the identical like, and you're gonna maybe catch someone in the distance, but it looks like it gets dark after a while. Like they've walked into a place where it is definitely darker than where you are.
Okay.
And just kind of like peeking out there, you're not seeing any any movement, any people, that type of thing.
All right. Runes would probably go towards the voices then, as quietly as he can manage. Tamika's still on his shoulders, and when he every time he approaches a corner, he'd peek around to make sure there's no one there, and then probably signal for the rest of the group to follow each time. Like each time it's safe, like come on, and then peek, and then come on, and then peek.
Do me a favor, give me a stealth check with disadvantage.
Why disadvantage?
You're carrying a whole other person.
Because when I have
super
invisible baby on
A super stealthy baby.
If you get disadvantage for having heavy armor, I think having a whole other person on you.
All right.
Okay, 8. How about 2 8s?
2 8s.
Yeah, wouldn't have mattered.
Nah, so you're trying to sneak, but it's like clump. You can hear it, and after a while, it's like, well, fuck. Like it's not.
Yeah.
This isn't. So you're just waving people on. And it's like I don't see anybody. I don't hear anybody. Just kind of like a hand wave. It's like fuck.
Yeah. At some point, Tamika's probably like, "Do you want me to get off your shoulders?"
Shakes his head no before you even finish the question.
Yeah, too late. You fucked up. You fucked up.
This is going great.
Like Mama's not letting you go anytime soon.
Nope.
Maybe Tamika
You're
will
gonna
cast
see that
invisibility.
Disney parade, motherfucker.
Yeah. I mean, maybe Tamika will cast invisibility on Runes as well.
That's going to make it hard for runes to signal back.
Yeah,
yeah, we
that's
can't
true,
hear 'em.
but
Yeah.
also protecting her bud. Her best
All of a
friend.
sudden, we all wait for Runes goes around the corner and then disappears forever.
Yeah, like, oh, that was a bad plan.
Yeah, I can't say anything either.
Don't worry, Tamika's going to shout back, everything's fine.
Yeah.
It's like trying to catch a balloon with another balloon. You're like, oh, that didn't work.
There was a scouting party where one was invisible and one was a spider who couldn't speak. So let's go back and contemplate that.
You make do, you know? I think you guys were so intent on not getting caught, you didn't think about, like...
Communicating.
Until they both left the vision. We're like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Like, I think on some level, Runes doesn't really care that much about being stealthy down here because whatever is down here can speak.
Yeah.
So, like, he's not as afraid as he was of the goons upstairs that were, like, completely crazed. He
It's a nice
probably
thing.
should be, but call it naivete. But he's just like, well, we're here to diplomatize. Like, we'll diplomatize when we reach them.
Look at that, Ruin staying true to the mission. I love it.
Yeah.
The primary
He
objective.
still thinks this is going to go well. He's like, everyone's being a bit of a downer, but this is probably going to be fine.
Love it.
Mm-mm.
Manifesting.
Oh, they're frozen.
Uh-oh. Jason.
You're,
Yeah.
They can hear you. You're both frozen.
Hi.
Oh, you're back. You're back.
Hi.
You're back.
You're
You're
fine.
back.
Oh, that's good. That's good. $300 a month.
Great stuff.
Sorry. It's good stuff. It's good. I love our hand crank internet.
Alex.
I did.
We did it at the same time.
So, I guess we should have specified what we're looking for, huh?
Well, it made
Runes
it
is
sound
looking
like you
for the
guys were
people.
just, you're just trying to find out what the hell happened, like where they go, type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're going to go through like 3 of these rooms. And again, they're nearly identical, but like there's also rooms off to the right-hand side that lead in a different direction. And like because those people had to come from somewhere, but walking past the 3rd room, like into that chain is going to jerk real hard, like wind back like for like 2 or 3 full seconds, and you're gonna hear like this whirring sound, kind of like this charging up, like and the hairs on your arms and stuff are just kind of bristle, kind of like something charging, and this thunderclap is going to rip through here. And Tamika's going to be visible again.
Oh,
like
shit.
it just boom, gone.
Okay, so that's doing some anti-magic bullshit. We
Something, yeah.
have solidified that. It just looks up like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You suddenly have a lot of hair in your face.
He looks like Samara from The Ring. Like, that's like even creepier.
So wait, what's the marching order here again? We've got Runes in the front.
Runes of Tamika in the front, and then me and Terry, and then you and Dog.
Okay, so Petricor's gonna tap Kanan and just whisper like, "What the hell was that?"
He's gonna shrug. He would respond, whispering, "I wish I had saved my one of my gifts earlier to use here, but to be honest, I can't really tell. It's maybe machinery, but I don't know machinery that can do that." And he'll head nod to as Tamika's on Runes' shoulder. Yeah, and I wouldn't ask for a check, Jason, because Kanan doesn't know anything about fucking. He's a city boy. He don't know shit about like tech machines, nothing like that.
Sure.
But I would assume just from the sound of the whirring, it's like, okay, there's some sort of mechanism that's being activated by this chain. It's doing something.
Right.
But that's
Is
as far as his guess goes.
Is it? I don't want to force a roll. I mean, could Petrichor just even do just an Arcana, just like trying to rack his brain for anything because he has now been forcibly put back into
Yes.
Petrichor. He's seen all of a sudden Tamika turn visible. It's like, what the fuck is this? What have I read? What have I seen? What have I thought of before?
And just in conjunction with that, Tamika suddenly visible. Like, can she be like,
Yeah.
what the fuck just happened to me? Like,
Mm-hmm.
not to second guess, just be like, what just happened? Like, looking
I
down.
think anybody who is anybody who's trained in Arcana,
Not
I'd
me.
love an Arcana check.
Okay, I guess so.
Okay.
Give the old college try.
Sorry.
Jeez.
That was rude.
No, it was an 18. It was no. You're right to laugh because I laughed inside as I cried and screamed at the same time, but I couldn't put them into physical emotions as you did. So we'll use yours in place of mine.
Okay, cool. That was the sound that came out of your soul
Yep.
in that moment.
Kanan, can I get a Constitution save, please?
Oh fuck me! Oh shit! That's a little better. 13.
13. Lucky number 13.
No, it's not.
Kanan's eyes are gonna go white. Pupils gone. Like he's warging all of a sudden. Just like and his head's gonna snap back, and it looks like every muscle in his body is tensing. Like everything. Yeah. Just like he's being raptured almost, right? In the middle of this room, just seizing, and this is gonna go on for seconds, like just
Oh god.
just not moving, not communicating. Everyone else, give me a perception check, please. Oh my god.
Oof.
Petrichor, you're too close to
Oh.
me. You guys are hanging out too close to me.
Oh, Jesus. Runes is on fire tonight, though. That's
There you go,
okay.
Runes.
So we got a
Thanks,
5 from
Runes.
Petrichor,
Wow.
a 5 from Tamika, a 24 from Runes. All right. So
MVP.
faintly, like very faintly, Runes is going to hear talking, like casual talking again.
Oh shit.
And it's coming, it sounds like it's coming from like around the corner, like down a hallway or something, but like it doesn't sound like it's getting closer, but like, yeah, it's two people like speaking. That's what it sounds like, but it's kind of like, it's like crowded coffee shop, like it's like that type of thing, because it's just too muddled in here. It's too terrible to and Kanan shows no signs of not doing this anymore. Terry's going to like try to like almost like snap him out of it. Like, what happened to him? Does he do this? Like, is it a magic thing?
Runes is going to shake his head. Can I do... What sort of check would I need to do to know what's wrong with him, actually?
Can I exercise him? Like it?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Insight? Like,
I would say you keep wanting to use insight. That is not an insight.
I do. Do want to use insight.
Give me religion or arcana.
Well, they're both 0, so I'll go with Arcana.
Okay.
I believe in you.
You should.
5.
I take it
yeah,
back.
no. Well, look, you can't be good at everything. You've been on
No,
fire.
no.
You're the listener. Like that's your thing.
So
but yeah.
Petrichor's going to, with Terry trying to snap him out of it, Petrichor's going to, almost like somebody who might be starting to have a seizure or something like that. Maybe this isn't the right way to do this, but he's going to sort of kind of grab him and pull him over to get him down, like something's
Yeah. So he's
put him
not
to
in
the
the
ground. Yeah, not just standing there, just whatever's happening, but just to pull him off to the side. And I mean, I don't know if it's possible, but I'd love to be able to do something like that too. Just like, what in the hell is happening to him?
Give me Arcana or Religion.
Mm-hmm.
Religion might be a bit of a stretch for Petrichor.
I think so too. I was going to say, I don't know that would make sense.
Oh, shit!
Wow.
That's a crit one. Man, these rolls tonight, guys.
So we don't know what the fuck's going on with
Nothing.
that.
Not at all.
Kidney stones, guys. Come on.
Kidney
Everyone
stones.
knows.
No, pee-pee pebbles. Jason got really upset with me when I told him I said that, by the way. He was like,
I did.
Do
It's
not
like,
say
yo.
that to someone. And I was
I
like,
got
wait,
offended on your behalf. I was like, yo.
I waited until he said he was fine. Like, he said it
Yeah.
didn't hurt, and that's when I made the pee-pee pebble joke.
It doesn't matter. Does not matter. I thought it was great. I thought Pete Pebbles was fantastic. I call him that at least twice since I saw it.
So yeah, basically this is like, do we take him to urgent care? Like,
Yeah,
it's like, what do we do? Like,
Freaking out.
shit. So yeah, so you're gonna pull him to the side and just get him out of the fucking middle of the room at the very least. So if someone rounds the corner 4 or 5 rooms down, they don't see him. Just just like straining. But yeah, he shows no signs of stopping, and it's getting to the point. Like, I would say minutes are going by. Like, it's getting to the point where it's like, oh fuck, like, what do we do?
If I'm gonna get around, I'm losing brain cells, guys. So come on.
Tamika might slap him at some point, like crawl off of Rin's shoulder and slap him.
Okay. Do me a favor. Roll to hit
Okay.
with advantage.
Don't
Give
hit
it to
me.
him. No. You don't have to do that. It's fine. So if you're just,
No, let's go for this. Let me shift first, and then there's like even more damage.
oh my
Petrichor kills Kanan.
Oh, no.
The rest of the campaign's you putting sunglasses on him, and it's like, let's go.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, no.
Negotiations. Let me ask the boss.
if you slap him, like, just kind of a like snap, okay, get that type of thing.
Yeah.
Like, his neck doesn't even like flinch. Like,
Oof.
you're hitting him in the cheek, and he's like, it is stiff as a board, like almost rigor mortis stiff. Like, he but you could see like veins in his arms and shit. Like, they're like, it looks like he's trying to lift something.
Okay.
Monumentous. Like, it's just, yeah.
I'm gonna screw everything up. Okay. Will everybody hate me?
I don't know. Probably not.
Probably.
Probably not.
Petrichor. Okay, so I'm taking. First of all, he was trying to figure out what the hell's going on with that feeling. Couldn't figure that out. He's like super low roll, so he's already confused. Second thing, like Arcana completely crit. He's like, I don't know what the fuck. So he's getting more and more like bottlenecked. He doesn't know what else to do. He's going to quickly do the math. We're in a hole below some effectively zombies trying to get us. We're in a city of vampires who want to eat us. We're now in a place that is completely confusing. I don't know what's going on. Kanan minutes have gone by. If this were a seizure or someone choking, we would be thinking this is terrible. And this is panicking. So he's going to say, I'm sorry, y'all. All right. Hey, we need some help. Hey, anybody.
Ooh. I didn't expect you to cast call for help.
Can I also do something possibly?
slap Petrichor.
Slap
Like,
Petrichor.
that's fine. Dude.
No. So Tides of Chaos, I get an advantage on one attack, ability check, or saving throw, but it also might tap into chaos when I do this. So can I do advantage on Arcana to see what's happening? So in my head, what's happening is, or what I think is happening, Tamika slaps him, nothing happens, and then she just puts her head or forehead against his and just like breathes out like, "Boss, tell me what's happening." And then I try to tap into chaos to find out what's happening.
Shit.
Hey, that's like what I do, but with my boss.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay. And then this
We're gonna
might
tap
have
into that
something
chaos, though.
Weird shit
Oh.
happening.
Oh my god! We're gonna drop
That was
one.
a 1 and a 20.
We'll drop that one. Take a 20. Well, fuck. Okay. That's interesting. So we have, okay. Within 5 seconds, a lot's happening. Like, you're kind of like zen, kind of like, okay, just like, let's focus. Like, you're tapping into your power to try and knowing that there's a risk, right? You're pulling a pin on the grenade just to like, it's like, oh, yeah. Petrichor stands up and just starts shouting for someone. And okay, here's Tamika's eyes are also going to go white,
Oh no.
and her
fuck.
head's gonna like snap back. Like the second their heads like touch, it's like just both of them are doing the same thing. Now, when that happens, Tamika is going to be somewhere else instantly. Just boom, just somewhere else.
Physically.
It feels like it. Yes, it's like eyes open in a different place. Like she can like it is beyond lucid, right? Like it's like, okay, I'm all here. Like to you, it's like you were teleported, right? And it is this big, empty kind of space. It sort of looks like there's like a very dark purple like cloth fluttering everywhere, kind of like a canopy. And Kanan is already here. And Kanan has been here for a few minutes now. And there is a voice already speaking to Kanan. Now, I don't think this has ever happened to Kanan before, right? So this voice, it's going to sound like gibberish for a while, but every once in a while there'll be a word that's in common, like you'll pick up that like it's like, oh, I heard bacon. Like it's like it's every once in a while there's a word that it's like, oh yeah, shit. Yeah, okay, I and then Tamika's going to appear there. What is Kanan's reaction to Tamika being there, and what is Tamika's reaction to just being in this place?
I would assume Kanan is like sitting cross-legged on the floor, thinking like, maybe this is the patron. I've never seen him before. I've only heard him. Maybe there's something he needs me to do. And so he'll be focusing on the words, and okay, I heard that word, I heard that, and he'll turn around and he'll see Tamika, and he's like, oh, he like gets up, and he like runs towards her. Okay, you're gonna get me out of here, right? You figured out a way to get me out of here.
So it has been established Tamika's very physical. So as soon as she sees Kanan, she's gonna like jump him and like hug him. Oh God, boss, you're okay. Okay, we gotta get you. And then she's gonna step back. We gotta get you out of here. We gotta go back. You were unconscious. Am I unconscious now? Where are we? And she's gonna look around.
Yeah,
And the entire time, like in the background, it's just Like it is a constant stream of this, almost like someone's tuning in a radio. Like it'll.
Frozen.
Oh no!
Too powerful. For what it's worth, guys, I think we might be talking to a goat.
There you go. So we
Not
lost you.
100% sure, but I think it's a goat.
I don't know if we heard everything, but we lost you after we heard Bree say it's a goat, and then
Yes.
we last thing we heard from Jason was.
So to let you know what's happening, I can hear everything and see everything, but you can't hear. Like there's
You just freeze for a moment.
Yeah, it's a shitty connection issue, and I really. Anyway.
Guest bedroom. Not enough for 3 people, though.
So, just to clarify, then this is not how I normally communicate with the Celestial, ever. This is something else. It seems like, right?
This is more of it's just feelings mostly, right? There's for most people when they sign their soul away, it's not it's not really let's sit down and negotiate a contract type of thing. It's almost like monkey paw wish type of thing, and it just happens.
Yeah, you get whatever I have planned, you get, and you got to deal with it.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you have to knowingly sign your soul away, but it's like EA, like the big block of text that's like terms and conditions. Like it's like yeah. I just come on. I just want to play, and then you get in.
Come on.
Yeah.
You got
I'm
it.
trying to play
especially
SSX.
Oh man,
I love that game.
it is tricky to rock and rhyme.
It's tricky.
Oh man, I want to play.
Yeah.
Man, fuck.
I love that game. I played some.
The classic. I think, Kanan, after Tamika's like, we gotta get out of here. You're unconscious. He's gonna be like, yeah, I kind of figured. And then the voice comes on, does what it does, and he'll just look at Tamika. Okay, what's the plan? How you plan to get me out of here? Get us out of here?
Well, okay. I tapped into my magic, and then I put my head against yours, and now I'm here. And my track record with trying to control my magic. So I'm here now, and I thought maybe I would just pull you back, but that's not happening.
And he stops. So, right, you tapped into your magic, which is just. I would call it chaos. Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. And we're both here, so your physical body right now could be literally setting fire to that hallway.
Probably. I don't know, or enlarging someone, or putting us in another dimension. I hope Prince okay. I hope everyone's okay.
Yeah, Kanan's gonna look at the flowing velvet curtain and hear the voice. And he's like, it's been a few minutes. I'm at the end of my patience here, I guess. And he's gonna shout, hey, excuse me! If it's you, I can't exactly do the job if I'm here, if we're here. He's waiting for a response.
So that voice is gonna stop. And these, that kind of flowy canopy of fabric, parts of it are going to kind of drift over to Kanan and kind of like wrap around him for just a second. Not like to restrain, but just it's just kind of like, and you can feel like this charge. There's something about it that it is a very familiar connection. The same vibe you get when your celestial being, your pact keeper, you felt that before. And instantly that voice is going to start speaking common. It just stops, and that velvety
I've called you here for a reason.
Okay. And then he'll point to Tamika. Okay,
yeah.
You're gonna have to give me a second here, Tamika. You're gonna have to give me a minute here. I'm sorry.
Can you hear that too?
He nods very rapidly. I'm listening.
Is she going to stay?
He shrugs. Well, Tamika's a very vital part of my team, and it'd be nice to have someone who understands how we communicate. I mean, this is the first time I've spoken to you directly, so I'd like to say it's an honor.
Don't mind me. I am not here. I am. Oh, look at these tapestries, and then she's gonna turn away.
It's all the same color.
It's just it's one solid color. It's like, ooh,
Yeah.
how long did it take to sew? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I would think that this would be an invasion of privacy.
I don't have the power to send her away, nor would I ask you to do the same. But I think for simplicity's sake, it should be okay. I don't hide secrets from my team. Not anymore. Not since... And he thinks about the deadwood. Not for a while now.
Very well. You are in grave danger.
Yeah, I figured as much when I got swarmed by whatever those things were. How bad is it compared to what you wanted from us, for us to do?
there's kind of a pause for a second.
There were unforeseen circumstances within these walls.
Right.
A powerful magic has shrouded what should be seen to my kind.
Is that what I felt when I first came into this place? What I tried to detect?
So, as you're talking about it, like, you can kind of feel that again, that little ping.
Oh God. Ooh.
Yeah, but like it's just kind of like it's gonna stop. Like,
I was attempting to offer assistance. However, something is interfering. My fear is that there is something within those castle walls that not only could destroy you, but much of the land surrounding it.
Are we... And he stops. Do you expect me to handle this, or should we look for a different resource elsewhere to take care of it?
We've reached a bit of an impasse. I'm not in the habit of granting power without something in exchange, and I am already guaranteed your soul. However, it obviously does me no good to see you perish. And if this power were to be released, it could cause trouble for me down the line.
Okay. Perhaps we could exchange something else.
Tamika, who's been like, oh, look at this tapestry, and like you could see her ears like one back towards the conversation. And then she's gonna rush back over to Kanan and like wherever this voice is emanating from. What? I mean, what do you need? I mean, I wasn't listening, but what do you need?
He's gonna put his hand out very quickly, like, and look at her. Yeah, he's giving her eye, like, hey. He looks dead at Tamika with the side eye, like, hey, like, relax, be careful, don't. And he's gonna whisper, like, under his breath, like, let me talk to him, please. And he's gonna, like, subtly with his mouth just like mouth the word like please, like almost begging her like to not talk to this guy.
And then Tamika's gonna like wrap her arms around like his forearm and be like, "But our friends are in danger."
And he'll nod, and then while still looking at Tamika, he'll continue talking to the Celestial. If I can offer you the destruction of the vampires, does that work? Or do you need something more tangible?
Hey, Susan.
Yeah.
Do you remember that power you used to get in here?
Yeah.
Can we
Chaos,
roll?
baby.
Yeah. So there's people waiting on the other side. Can I get a roll? Can I?
Yeah, what do you want?
Ooh, I love it. Okay. So, you know what? This place is interesting in that it seems to periodically impede magic or dispel or something.
But I'm chaotic, baby.
Yeah, this is different. I think under the circumstances, the amount of stress that was involved, the life or death consequences, everything that's, I think tonight we should operate under Rod of Wonder rules.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
Maybe we'll get daylight. Maybe we'll get daylight.
Oh, my
amazing.
God.
Oh man, can we just undo what group?
I'm opening up the Rod of Wonder in the book just because I want to be able to look at it in real time.
Please, everyone.
Yeah.
I need to know before Jason tells me. That's important.
Exactly. Let me bring out my faux leather version.
Yeah, that's what I got to do.
That's hot.
Ooh, nice. That's real hot.
Wow, look at that table.
That's a big table. I bet that shaved years off a man's life.
That's true. That's some good design on top of that table right there.
Yeah, that looks fucking great. Look at that. Oh man. See how he did all the numbers like around the rod?
Oh, that's some
Fucking
great copy
elegant.
editing too. Like imagine all that like consistent terminology and
Yeah.
Wonder if the second one's ever coming out.
What page are you
Look,
on?
There aren't two Rods of Wonder.
296.
296.
Yep.
All right, let's roll.
Okay.
So
I got
to
my
be
page
clear,
open. D100. Let me move my character.
Hold on one
sheet out of the
second.
way.
1 second. Hold on.
I hope I reverse this this night.
If you
That would
roll
be
the,
amazing.
that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know
trying
how
not
that works.
to-
Does it go right after or does it supersede? It's
91
a little
makes
confusing.
sense. 91 makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh man, this is gonna be wild.
But
17,
the target was Kanan, basically, right?
Oh, fuck me. Yeah, I would turn into. I was just going to say, I'm trying to not piss off the Celestial when I talk, but it comes because I've been watching so much Venture Brothers, it comes off as like snarky venture back talk, and I'm trying to avoid that.
Man, I need to watch that again.
Did I
It's-
tell
it's
you that
pretty good.
Doc Hammer sat on my lap?
What? No.
What?
Because I went to a Venture Brothers panel, and then he was taking questions, and I was in the middle of the row, and I had a question for him, and he was like, "Okay, but I have nowhere to like hold the mic up to you," so he just sat on my lap.
Wow.
He asked for permission first. There was
Okay.
Well, that's good.
important.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is-
yeah.
That
That's
changes
important
the story
detail. Yeah.
drastically.
Yeah, he asked for
Yeah.
consent. Don't worry.
That's
Sounds like he's just
lovely.
like,
then.
He's not a
that
word-
sounds
he's not a-
adorable.
Bad person. He's very tiny. Very tiny.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask because I don't
Aw.
remember him being that tall.
He's very tiny. He's even
Yeah.
shorter than me, and I'm 5'5", so.
Can I get
Oh boy.
a D100, please?
Yeah.
Oh,
83.
Oh no!
No!
Oh fuck!
Oh shit!
Who's the target? Is it the god?
It's
Okay,
me.
I'll roll for the god.
We already said it was Kanan. We
I
can't
know.
go
My
back.
intelligence
I know.
isn't great to begin with.
The target's intelligence drops by 1d20 for 1d20 days.
Hey, at least it's not permanent.
True that. But
Yeah.
if it goes 0, I think I'm brain dead, right? Isn't that
I've
the
been
thing?
Yeah,
rolling
you're
like
catatonic.
shit lately,
Yeah.
so there's that.
So, could you give me a d20, please? This will be
you-
how low the score. Oh, I think it's you. It's got to be you, Susan.
Okay, I was gonna ask if Alex
Yeah.
wanted me to do it.
I don't have a choice. I'm about to be brain dead.
So, this part will be for the duration. How many days?
Okay.
I'm not looking.
19
19
days. Woo-hoo!
Almost a crit.
Yeah, that's just 2.5 weeks. Better part of a month. That's cool. That's cool.
I don't
Now,
need intelligence to
how?
cast spells, by the way. So just to let you know.
What is your intelligence right now, by the way?
10.
So,
Yeah, I know.
yeah. So how? Okay, how many points is his intelligence going to drop by?
God.
11.
So there's a rule for when you get to 0 intelligence, and I think Bree is right. You are essentially catatonic.
You're a vegetable, basically.
So you're stuck. You're stuck in this room.
I'm stuck with my celestial form.
Maybe.
Well, let's
Whatever
come back to it. Let's come back to it. So
Can I just
okay.
tap in to chaos again?
I wouldn't. There's a lot of more fucked
Oh yeah,
up
you can
ones here.
fix this with the Rod of Wonder. Just
yeah.
do it
yeah.
again. Oh, Petrichor pulls out his deck of many things to fix it.
Back inside the mind palace.
In case you want to fuck your players over as hard as we were just fucked over, this book is available on Amazon and Drive-Thru RPG and Fourth Wall.
Get yours today.
That's real good too.
The layout is fucking immaculate.
Well, that's I wouldn't say that.
I would.
I would.
Well, thank
I would.
you.
Yeah, I would.
Also, the person who designed it was very sexy.
Yes, that I agree with.
We would never, like, he has to be at least, or at the very most 35. That's
Yeah.
the very
Highest.
most.
True.
Highest.
Okay, back inside the mind space. There's after your lessons, there's going to be a pause.
Oh no.
Kanan stops. What's the matter? What did?
You there, girl.
Yes, sir and or madam.
What form of magic did you use to get here?
You know, that's a tricky question. I don't know. I just make magic sometimes, and it happens without my volition sometimes. But I was very scared for the boss here.
I believe this time it may have had some unforeseen consequences.
Oh no.
Kinan,
He looks up to nothing.
did you enjoy doing math?
Oh boy.
Don't answer, you won't be doing it for a while.
And then he like tries to think. To be honest, I don't think I can right now. And like,
Yeah.
I would imagine it's gradual. Like he's like feeling it.
Yeah, it's like a battery. It's like boom.
Yeah, he's
like that type of thing. Yeah.
And like you
And-
see him like grab his shoulders, his upper arms. He'll look at Tamika. It's okay. It's not your fault.
No.
I just
And
You need
Tamika
to-
has like 1,000-yard stare right now. And then there's just like pushes in front of Kanan. What? And then like can't catch your breath. What? Not again. What did I do? What did I do?
I would think by now he's like kind of drooling a little bit. He's like, and he's gonna speak up to his celestial. Please, watch over her.
What?
And then,
Help
and like
me.
you see his pupils just like poof, they kind of dilate, go to that like that,
Yeah.
kind of just like dumbfounded, happy stare. Just
And she looks back and then looks back to like nothingness, but there's like the tears in her eyes, but not like dripping. No, not again. How do I fix this? I can't do this again. What? No.
I don't think he responds at this point.
No, I don't. So he's at -1 intelligence. So
No, this is to the celestial. Like
yes, no, I'm
to Kanan and back to like whatever.
back outside. Let's go back outside for just a second.
Oh my god.
We did some yelling for some help, and God.
Warranted, I think.
Yes, no, I'm just yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm a little defensive, preemptively.
You're fine. Honestly, the yelling might be less destructive than the other thing.
Well,
I'm
yeah, remember,
helping on anything wrong ever. Runes is perfect.
Runes is
and
the best boy. Runes
So
is doing
Yep,
everything
best
he can.
boy.
so from this point, in the last few seconds, or however long this has been going on, so Kanan like flipped out. It's been happening. Petrichor panics and says, like, we need some help over here. And when that happens, Tamika goes into the same. It's like, are we catching this? Are we all going to
Well,
be?
it was a few
what's going on?
minutes. Tamika leaned her head into his after a few minutes.
Right. But that was at that point, basically you doing that and Petrichor saying, okay, that's enough. I'm happened at the same time. So he's starting to yell and then he sees that happening to you and he's like, he's gonna feel like, fine, yes, this is terrible.
So, Dog's starting to panic a bit, and you shout out. Kanan is gone, like checked out,
Yep.
and so is Tamika now. Runes is still present, but like if you yell out. Well, you did yell out. Terry's gonna he is beyond words at this point, and like he's just the look of like, what the fuck are you doing? Like what? Like who do you think's gonna help? But like that type of thing. But like just screaming with his eyes, type of thing.
Yeah.
And he's just looking everywhere, just like, okay, there's got to be something. There's got to be a magic fix-it button or like something, like what? Smelling salt, something around here. And that talking that Runes heard is going to stop. And you're going to hear footsteps come this way. Kind of rushed footsteps. And I need to roll something. Okay.
That was a 5 for those at home.
Yeah. So, remember, okay, this place is disused and kind of beat up and shabby looking, right? And there's like bits of toppled wall, obviously holes in the ceiling, that type of thing. And as this person rounds the corner, Terry's going to grab a loose brick and hit this person in the head as they wander around the corner. He's just going to clock and they're going to fucking go out. And like he's like holding this brick, like it's like just like.
And then he yells, "Does that feel fake to you?"
Yeah. And he's
showed
just
me that video earlier.
Yeah, he's like this person is unconscious on the floor. So like there is a person wearing these big, heavy looking like robes, like ceremonial robes, and they are down on the floor, like splayed out. And like he's just gonna like look back. It's like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Like just he's gonna toss the brick aside. We gotta get rid of this body. Help me get rid of this body.
How many people are around here that we don't know?
Just well, I mean that you don't know. I can't tell you how many people.
Well, I meant, were there 2 or 3 people coming around, or was it just this one?
Just
person?
the one. Just this one person.
Okay, so one person came maybe to help, maybe not to help, but Terry knocked him the fuck out.
Yes.
When the footsteps started coming closer, Runes picked up Tamika, and he's holding her in his arms now because he was worried that someone was going to attack. Can we? What you said? Heavy robes.
Yes.
Just first look.
Yes.
What does this person look like? Like, do they look like they're in a cult? It sounds like they're in a cult. Anything noticeably, like any sigils, anything like that jump out as like, oh fuck.
So, yeah, big heavy robes. It looks kind of culty. Like it definitely looks. These look to be like these dark, dark purple, kind of like like very
Culty.
dirty, filthy. Honestly, like literally covered in dirt. Like it looks like
Nasty boy.
it looks, yeah, just like yeah. And if you. So this person's like splayed out face first, right? Just like boop, bam, just they are on the ground. So if you kind of put this, so obviously big fucking lump on their head, and like there's blood coming down, and their eyes are rolled back, but they are red, like there are bright red pupils, and this person is exceedingly pale looking. However, at first glance, it's like, hey, there's no fangs here. There's no, like... So you've got this robe-clad dude, looks to be human, or, like, as close to human as possible. Bright red pupils, can be knocked out, and no fangs. All filthy. This is not where I saw the session going tonight, and I love this hobby just for this.
All right, guys, let's check his pockets. Right? That's the next.
Well, yeah, Petrichor's going to start. He's going to look over at Terry and just be like, "Damn it, Terry! Damn it!" And then he's gonna see that Runes picked up Tamika, because he was going to say, "Runes, help me with it." And fine, Terry, step back. And he's going to look at Dog, and he's going to lift his 2 hands up, and he's going to say, "All done." And that means shut the fuck up. Whatever Dog's doing. So he's done with Terry. He's done with Dog. Runes is busy right this second. He's going to pull this person over basically to where Kanan is. Like up against a wall. Like, fine, we're collecting bodies now. Whatever. Let's do it. Yeah, and then he'll rummage around really quickly to see if there's any pockets, if there's any scrolls, if there's any medallions, anything, just something to, and then do whatever sort of quick calculation in his head, like any sort of, if he sees something in Arcana, if he sees something in whatever, investigate anything.
Doing the Sherlock thing.
Yeah.
This, like, again, there's lots of dirt underneath the fingernails and stuff. Like, this person has been like digging, and it is like they probably have not bathed in quite a while. So like as you're digging around in pockets, it's like clumps of dirt and shit. Like it's like, what the fuck? Like, and there's not a lot of like personal effects, that type of thing. But for all intents and purposes, this looks like just a person. This looks like maybe like just someone you pluck out of town, and yeah.
Okay.
They have definitely been bitten, though.
Oh, they've been bitten.
Yeah, it's weird though, because like, what you know about vampires, and I would imagine you've been briefed on, obviously there's a whole thing about being bitten, but for the most part, vampires try to seal up the wound, like try to keep it, because that's the first thing people are going to notice, right? It's like, hey, that type of thing. It's like if zombies could cover up a zombie bite, and like that type of thing. But
like every douchebag human in every zombie franchise, yes.
Exactly. And
Thanks
all of
to
us have
learn
known at least
some way.
one person who wouldn't tell everybody they were bitten.
Yeah.
It's 3, 2, 1. Let's say it's Susan. Okay, so
No, I want to be the first to die. Like, take me out with the first apocalypse. Like, I do not want to be a survivor.
Oh my
I do
God.
not want to be a survivor. I'd be like, hey, I have a
you
scratch.
don't know how you'd react.
I'd be like, I have a scratch. Just kill me. It's fine.
Here's
Like-
the thing. The second I saw zombies, I think I'm out. I've thought about this a lot. I had a lot
Yeah.
of nightmares when Walking Dead was popular.
I would wait to see if they voted. If that's when I would give up. If I saw them heading to ballot boxes, it's like, well, that's a wrap. Like
2020 came around, and I was almost like, okay, take me out, universe. Like,
I think we all felt that. We all got we all got there a little bit.
I think by August we were all there.
Love you.
yeah, like I
like,
don't want to survive the apocalypse. Like, I don't, honestly. I've said this on record before, so.
Speaking of apocalypses,
Anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this bite is all swollen and looks like not almost infected. And this person has a pulse, like their hearts are beating.
are they okay? Quick check on, like a medicine check on the wound, or not the wound. Sorry, Terry's wound. I don't give a shit about the vampire wound.
We don't have to go calling it Terry's wound. Like,
this is definitely Terry's thing.
We could talk all day about who did what to whose noggin, but at the end of the day, it's a group effort.
Let's call it the brick's wound. I don't know who was holding the brick, but the brick did this. Is this
Terrys
person
don't kill people? Bricks kill people.
Oh my god.
So true. And now my question here is a simple question: is there brain falling out, or did Terry just knock this person out and it's going to be fine?
Well, that's not how brains work. So, like, if you get hit hard enough to get knocked out,
excuse me, I used to be a geologist, Jason. I think I know how the brains work.
Well, then let's put this in terms of geologists. He's definitely dug through the crust. So like,
excellent.
There's a big old wound, but like, yeah, he's probably gonna have a concussion. But like, he's not dead.
He'll be fine. Great.
Rub some dirt in it.
Okay. Too many things are happening. Petrichor's already screaming for people. It's not. We're not getting the brigade to come help us, nor are they trying to hurt us. But this is not. This is all just. Is this a fucking dream? Is what Petrichor's thinking. So he's going to look at Runes, who's holding Tamika. He's going to say, "We're going to make our way through here. We're going to find our way out. You with me?"
I think that like he's panicking, looking at Tamika because she's gone to whatever place Kanan has gone, and he's like tapping her and trying to get her out of there. It's not working, and he'll just hold her closer to his chest and nod.
Let's get them out of here. Yeah. And then he's going to pick up Kanan and basically like a backpack,
Yeah.
right? Like arms, like he's going to be on the back. He's going to hold his arms. And he's going to, get him all sorted. And he's going to, let's go. And then it's just going to be a mad dash. I don't mean like breakneck speed. I just mean go. And if that's wrong, then we'll back up and go that way. Like just kind of go.
Are we following the chain way, or are we breaking off?
Is there any other reason to go away from the chain? In other words, is there any other light? Is there any other distinction in any other direction?
The only other, I like, again, it's room after samey looking room. The only thing that makes these pop is the chain thing. There was a room where two voices were talking, but I don't know how helpful that one person's going to be after you caved their supposed friend's skull in. Like, I don't know. So,
okay.
By the way, so you guys are picking. So, okay. God, Terry, I gotta roll for something because, like, oh Jesus Christ, I was almost a 1. Okay, woo. Okay, so 19. So Terry's gonna kind of snap out of shit just a little bit there, and just all right, and he's kind of like making sure dog's going now. It's okay, come on. And the entire time just kind of like looking around, just like kind of keeping his head on a swivel as you guys walk down this hallway. Let's go back inside brain space. Let's go back in there. So we've got a -1 intelligence Kanan. He's out. He's gone. And we have an absolutely panicking Tamika. Like, just, yeah. Okay. Oh, interesting. What's -1 get you, though? Like, what's that?
Well, I feel like once you get to negative anything, zero, -1,000's the same as 0 for a.
Yeah,
that's my take.
Tamika's just. I can't have this. My magic. I can't do this again. Please. Like, and then she drops to her knees and like hands like folded in front of her. Please don't do this to someone else. I mean, it's not you. I did this. Don't let me do this to someone else. Please help. Please.
Stop.
Like a long, just like stop, like very calmly almost.
I am but an observer at this point. I can only grant power to those who render their soul unto me. If you would like to enter into such a bargain, I can help. And as I've said, it does me no good to see you or your group perish. I want you to succeed, and I can give you control of that power you wield.
Tamika's gonna, like Susan just said, like, shoulders drop, and then her head's gonna drop, and then a tear is going to go down her eye. And then she's gonna lift back up her head and be like, yeah, I can't do this again. I already lost my sister. I can't lose Kanan.
Very well. Please stand up.
Like, she's still, like, she's 18. She's still essentially kids. Like, she's gonna rub her hand against her eye, like under her nose as well. Like, stand up.
So, that kind of drapery is going to move toward Tamika, and it's not going to touch, but there's this crackling of energy, and you are going to feel it pulse into you, and it's going to channel up into your hand. Like you could feel it in the palm of your hand. And there is a level of control that you have never felt. And on top of that, you can kind of feel as though something's missing. Like you just kind of, like it's something you can't put your finger on, but you know it's gone. Like it is not.
We can speak about your soul later. Firstly, touch your friend for me.
Across the nose again. Okay. Like just trying to hold herself together. And then she's gonna lean over and just like gently touch Kanan.
You're going to feel this negative pulse shoot up your arm like you're sucking it up with a straw. And you're gonna like involuntarily like clench it in your hand and just kind of like let it go, and like it's almost like flies buzzing away, almost kind of like a wilting burnt piece of paper, like ash. And Kanan's gonna be fine again.
Oh,
What?
Tamika's gonna instantly hug you. Like,
oh, that wasn't that bad. It was just a little while, right? I mean, I don't. And he's gonna hug her back. Hey, it's fine. You did good. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Wow, I really drooled a lot.
Tamika has oversized sleeves, so she's gonna take one to your like chin. It's okay. I got. I'm so sorry.
And he's gonna like kind of not push her back, but like put her at shoulder, like grab her shoulders and move her. Hey, whoa! It's okay. I'm fine. Everything's okay. And he's gonna look at her, and it's just I would imagine it's like just this instinctual feeling, like wait. And he drops his hands. Something's, and he's gonna look up to nothingness again and then back to Tamika. What happened? How did this, it didn't wear off on its own.
I gained control. It's fine. You're fine now. And still wiping away like more drool.
I think deep down he knows. And he's gonna stand up because he was on his knees. He's gonna stand up.
Yeah.
My deception's +5, baby.
I'm not gonna even try to question.
It's a little hard to fucking hide the loaded gun that's smoking in your hand. It's like, what gun? What are you talking about? Like it's just
the demon hand. Kanan, if the celestial could feel what he's feeling, it's malice. It's hatred. It's anger. Basically, things that he hasn't felt since he was a bad boy, since the early days. And he just kind of side eye the nothingness, the infinite edge of the fabric itself.
And I mean, he knows. Yeah.
He knows. Yeah, he'll know, and then he'll
I
speak
am
up.
not your enemy. I'm here to make sure you succeed.
I gave up my soul because I knew the cost. I knew what I had done. And Tamika, she's young. She's done no wrong compared to what I've done. That wasn't an equal exchange, and you know it. And now he's challenging it. He's upset.
Can I step in for a moment?
Absolutely. It's your soul.
Yeah. Tamika's going to, because Kanan stepped up and looked up to the darkness, and Tamika's going to wrap herself around like Kanan's middle with a hug. I've done this before, and I don't want it to happen again. They helped me from stopping this, so don't be upset. You're back, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, there's like a tinge, something pulling at his heart. Like, she's right. She's not wrong. The part of Kanan that reasons reassures him, and he'll put his hand on Tamika's hands that are wrapped around his waist. I think we've wasted enough time. We should go back. And he'll look back up to where the Celestial is and say, we need a way out of here and of the place you can't see.
As you guys are speaking, that billowy fabric is going to start to thread. Like it's going to start
again,
to.
Sweetie.
You got paused. Yeah, you got paused right here.
That
It begins.
feeling.
Yep. Okay, let's do that again. Jesus Christ, this
Sorry,
internet.
sweetie.
Okay. Routers from 1998. So as you guys are standing here, that billowy purple fabric is going to start to thread, like it's gonna start to come apart until it's almost like spaghetti in the wind, like it's, you know.
We haven't much time. I can aid you, but you must promise me that you will take care of this problem and make sure that it never sees the light of day.
Yeah, Kanan nods. I do as you wish.
So he's going to say some words and it's going to kind of break up. Like it's not going to be, again, it's like someone's changing that station a little bit. So it's kind of breaking up. It's coming in and coming out. And then slight pause. And as this is just kind of like threading and coming apart,
I can give you one last bit of assistance. You make sure this does not get free. And I can undo your greatest regrets.
That's new.
Oh shit. Does he
Make
say
up
that's
your
a
mind
gun?
quickly. I am about to lose you.
Kanan, he looks at Tamika and kind of like shrugs, like, this is the part where I normally say yes.
And then Tamika looks up at him, still like clinging to him. She's very physical, as established. Does that include me?
You both have a pact with me now. And these times are dire.
He'll look up and he'll say yes. I do as you wish. Let's restate it again.
I don't know who you are, but just please restore Maria and make sure Kanan doesn't have that happen to him again.
Then go. Take this back to your group.
and just as like you're kind of feeling something spark, like you could tell like he's trying to say something else, and you're both going to snap out of it again.
On Petricor's back, just like
Yeah.
what's and then we're kind of moving through the hallway. What's happening?
Yeah.
So you guys are going to come to on their back just as they've gotten to a point where the hallway kind of ends, that darker bit I was talking about. So you're right at the end of the hallway, like as you're getting up, and it is just a staircase that leads down. That giant chain above you is cast out into this massive room. And there are 3 other chains identical to it that are tied together and hovering over this massive pit. And it is dragging up what appears to be a coffin.
Oh, God.
No.
And there's a ton of these robed figures just hammering and chipping away at this hole, trying to make room for it. And powering this entire thing looks to be the body of Ripley nailed up against this stone figure, like it is drawing power from him. And as it every once in a while it'll just like siphon power, like it's pulling, and then those chains jerk back. And I think that's a good time for us to stop for this evening.
What?
First of all, Susan, I'm gonna have to pull a line from Tony Stark from the end of Infinity War. Why would you do that?
I know. I didn't want to. It was triggering my trauma. Like, it was just triggering it. I couldn't do it. Tamika's trauma, she couldn't handle it. She couldn't handle it.
Whoa, you're switching to Warlock. It's like level 1 Warlock? Or what is what's going to happen?
Wait, are you going to lose your Sorcerer to get Warlock? Or are you just
I
doing
don't
Warlock?
know.
Because, like...
Oh, I guess that's a Jason thing.
Jason, what? What?
So okay, let me explain something here. One, welcome to the company. Your orientation packet will be delivered to you by the end of the day.
I never wanted to be a warlock or a bard. Those are the 2 things I never wanted to be.
Packet
Well, the
selection
problem is
You're a 5e warlock. That's the worst kind of warlock.
It's pretty tricky. It's pretty
Hope
tricky.
you like Eldritch Blast, bitch.
So here's the problem.
Our pact was to fix my powers, though, right?
Yes, it's so what you're being delivered isn't necessarily warlock. He's still getting that delicious soul, but you are going to you're going to get some power over this. So basically, whenever you use your power and it triggers the chaos thing, you get to roll up to 3 times. But you have to keep the result of the new roll each time.
I always wanted chaos, you know this, so I'm
know.
not upset.
So
Susan's not
if you-
upset.
yeah.
Tamika might be. Like,
Self-control,
So
yeah.
it'll be a thing where it's like you roll, it's like everyone's blind. It's like, I don't like that. Can I get, so you get to re-roll. You could do that up to 3 times. So there's that. Plus, because you hopped in on the company at a great time. They really need seasonal help.
okay.
Everyone's
Is
going
there
to
benefits? Okay.
there is. Here's the big one. When you guys wake up, there's going to be a bit of a blast of energy, and we'll get into that next time. But all of you gain 3 levels.
You're welcome, guys, for selling my soul.
Because we're fighting a
Wow.
fucking supreme being that's in a coffin. We're gonna need the levels.
I'm writing this down, Jason. I will not
Thank you.
got it.
Plus
Yes.
I got it right there. 3 levels.
Didn't
It
have
looks like a 3 because I have shitty handwriting.
Last time Jason gave me 3 levels was Group, I think it was Group B.
Been a while.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm pretty
boy.
stingy with them.
That was because, hey, you're going into a pretty shitty situation. You're about to fight a Dracolich, and all this other nasty stuff's coming your way. So enjoy.
You're heading into a shitty situation. Let me just tell you.
This is easy. This is nothing.
Oh, at the end of that, when Tamika woke up, she was crying on Runes' shoulder. Just
I
for
was
sure.
wondering how much of that was physical. Runes, by the way, had tied up his robe to make a little papoose for you.
Yeah.
You wake up way comfier than Kanan, who's just on like the back of a tree man
He's like,
with moss and
Bouncing around, yeah.
Yeah, and Tamika's head's right here, and then you wake up to tears. Like, you feel the drenching before you know she's awake.
epic.